So welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and today I wanted to show you my Phalaenopsis tetraspis. This is an alba variety, so which means a white flower. There's actually 3 spikes, so you have one here, which is the newest one, and then 2 here. One with 1 flower, which is reblooming, and this one also reblooming. It had a flower before. So right now I'm here in the sun because it's more visible for you, but I mean, this is a deep shade plant. I mean, it will take full shade no problem. Very popular species because you have so many different colors. I'm not sure I've seen yellow, but everything else is around. So this is an alba variety, but you have red ones, you have purple ones, fuchsia, brown, green, so you name it. And then some of them have also different colors. And then sometimes these colors vary from one bloom spurt to another, so it's quite an attractive feature. It's a small plant, as you can tell. It belongs to a subsection usually called Zebrina in the Phalaenopsis group, and there's 4 species in it. You see it's mounted. I've had it 4 years, so they don't grow that fast, but I have 2 plants here as well. So you have Speciosa, which is often considered a variety of tetraspis rather than its own species. You have Zebrina or Sumatrana. I think it's a synonym, and I'm forgetting one. But anyway, so tetraspis is definitely the most popular of them all, and so it needs a lot of water. This is a hot grower. So I have a red tag here. It's a friend of mine, Sandy, and we learn from one another all the time. I mean, this is the beauty about orchid growing. So here in Florida we have spectacular weather year round. Occasionally we're going to have a cold night, and because most of these plants that grow here are hot and warm growers, some of them really will not like a cold night. So everyone that has a red tag is an indication that if the temperatures drop too low, that would mean below 50 Fahrenheit usually. There's a few that are even more sensitive, but so 50 Fahrenheit, let's say 10 Celsius, well, they go inside, and since there's a red tag, it's very easy. I go through my collection and I can pick them up, so it's one way to make it easy. So shade loving, lots of water, lots of heat. And you should be doing well. So these spikes, they can continue blooming for years on end. So as long as they stay green, you keep them. You don't trim them off. Yeah, like I say, it's a small plant. I have 3 spikes. Obviously, there's 2 of them, so it's kind of cheating. So you see, there's 2 plants, 1 and 2. It's a beautiful sight. And then before I let you go, I want to go back to a video I showed you 3 months ago. I had mounted a recent acquisition, so Phalaenopsis schilleriana. And if you go back to the video from early December, you'll see these roots have grown substantially everywhere. There's here as well, if you can see it there. And there's more on the other side, and it has also bloomed. So this is a very young plant. This one is fragrant, by the way. It's a nice citrusy fragrance. This is like a rose now. It's the first flowers they've opened. I think they opened 2 days ago. I don't smell anything yet, but I had a schilleriana for 7 or 8 years that died on me. My fault. And it was extremely fragrant. It smells like a rose, actually better than a rose. And this is actually a darker flower than the one I had before. I think this is spectacular, so I'm looking forward to this. The plant hasn't focused on growing foliage. It's still the same leaves. They are very plump, so it's happy. It has focused on growing roots. It's a very aggressive rooter, and then making flowers. So schilleriana belongs in every collection. It has mottled leaves, which is an indication that it needs shade. And again, I'm here in the sun just for you guys, but this goes back straight in the shade after this. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.